Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk About It. Looks like I have Jacob in World, but not in the show yet. That's okay. Come on in, make it happen. We're up here in house number two. Might be here for a while, so there's chairs up here I'm next to. You guys out there in the audience, you're listening to Let's Talk About It. And that's what we do. We talk about our lives, we get to know each other and ask questions and pretty much just kind of go through the routine of getting to know each other and what we like to do. How could we help each other in our lives? Making it happen long term, not just a quick visit and so forth, but long term. If you have something that you want to accomplish out here, and we do it in the public though, right? We're actually out on the show doing it rather than anything else. I'm using my, you guys can come in by the chat room. So if you're actually listening to any one of these, if you're on, how's this work? If you're on Let's Talk About It, I wrote a little note there on the Let's Talk About It page on YouTube. Of course, then we have Jim Interactive Resident at YouTube. And we're also, because we're on Breathe Resort, I have it written there. So if anybody comes on any three of those at YouTube right now, it won't come up automatically. I got to pull them up and I'll put mine on here like this. But all three of them are actually on all three of those sites at YouTube. I think the way this works now, if you actually made a comment on any of those sites, it will not go out to the other sites. It won't go in that direction. It will come into my office here, if you will, the studio, and I'll see all three of them line up in different directions depending on actually where you're coming from. Hopefully I can see which one you're on, but it doesn't really matter because if I answer you in here, it will come back to you. So, but what do we talk about out here? Well, we talk about many different things. We talk about all the stuff we want to accomplish in life. We actually tackle that every morning at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. specific time, which was about, oh, how long ago? 3 minutes and 47 seconds, 8 seconds, almost 4 minutes ago. Uh, okay. We try to make it every day this way. You in different parts of the country out there, that time frame's going to change, but so you got to look at your clock. Top of the hour there on your clock is when we start. Goes for about an hour. So it's not a long time. It's a quick visit. But you eventually get to know the people that do check in. And it adds to your little um, collection of people in your community, right? And as you all know, I'm looking for stories, kind of stories, as far as that goes. It's a lot easier just to kind of tell your own story, but that's how it goes there. And we have Jacob in the background here now. That means he's actually listening. I haven't put you on stage yet. And looks like his audio's in here, so he might, because he's actually in the world with his avatar, come and sit next to me if you want. and I'll put you on stage with your audio here. So it's welcome.
I have advanced.
Yeah.
Double click. Yeah, I got the double click turned on here.
Okay, now we got to already be set up, so you got to be making happen right away. And I can hear you. So your microphone is live. How are you doing today? Take up.
Sorry, I dropped the water. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I just reinstalled Firestorm.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
had a couple glitches reinstalling Firestorm, and they seem to be related to to Cinnamon, to the Cinnamon part of Linux. I'm running Linux Mint Cinnamon, and
Okay. Well, what can I say?
yeah,
So where are you at in world?
I'm sitting right
you're
next
to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, I didn't change. There you go.
Yeah, it was weird. It's because like when I tried to uninstall the program in Linux Mint Cinnamon, it got rid of the shortcut, but it didn't actually uninstall the rest of the program. So I had to manually go into the folder and delete the folder.
Yeah,
And then when
they do that. That's what happens. That's just how that's worked on their end. It doesn't work.
And then when I had to manually delete the folder because the uninstall didn't work properly, and then when I reinstalled the new version, the shortcut didn't show up, which is a problem that I've had before in Linux Mint Cinnamon. And I know I think there's a way to get it back. I probably could have gotten it back without restarting. But I figured I'd just do a restart because that'd be the easiest way to do it. And then I restarted and the shortcut was back. But I shouldn't have to restart the computer to install a program. You know, that shortcut should have shown up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, that's all for another time, I guess. But you'll get it all situated.
No, I got it. I got it working.
Okay.
I got it working very quickly, though. I was able to quickly fix the glitches. I because I know what I'm doing, so I was quickly able to go in and fix those glitches by manually deleting the folder and then restarting the computer.
Yeah. Now what Jacob's doing is he's in world with me, so he sits in this square, so we don't have to count him on the 10 people. Okay, maybe I guess there's audio in there. Well, anyway, we're gonna not worry about our limit that we have, but that helps us out long term of what's going on here. What should we talk about today? I don't know. Talk about progress. The show will get off in better order each and every day that we come in here. I actually can. Well, you can actually do me a favor. Go to each one of the different contacts. Your Let's Talk About It and Breathe Resort and GM Interactive Resident on YouTube, just to see if all that is going. Kind of mute your mic when you go up and do that.
What do you mean different contacts? Your different channels?
Yeah, on YouTube, just to see if they're up and going. I mean, they give us a task to do is all I'm doing.
I thought you just had one channel on YouTube.
No, I got about 8 of them, but we're only going to use 3 of them for a while.
Okay, so I don't know all your YouTube channels.
Okay. All right.
So
on every page not every page. On the front page there, yes, it is on every page. At the bottom, just above the footer, you'll see a group of channels at YouTube. You can actually visit each channel when you want to. Like I say, though, before you do that, because it's going to be live when you get there, you can mute your microphone out here.
I'm only seeing the youtube.com/GM Interactive. I don't know about the other YouTube channels.
Okay, well, here, let me see if I can show you. Let me see. There's always one way or another. This right here is where everybody's watching. And you're probably watching over here, or I actually like to
I'm
put
on the
this-
homepage.
Okay, either one. It's down here at the bottom going across. These are all YouTube channels.
Okay, okay, all right, yeah. Channels, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, and we're on Let's Talk About It.
yeah. There's so much
and
stuff
we're-
on your website. It's like
Yeah, it's not like we just
I probably
started,
could have found it, but I probably could have found it, but it's just easier for you to show me where it is.
Okay, so we have Let's Talk About It, Breathe Resort, and GM Interactive's picture there will take you to GM Interactive's. So those are the three that we're on right now. Makes it easy. Just at Breathe Resort, we got GM Interactive, and the show is Let's Talk About It.
Okay,
Anyway,
so those are
and you,
3 YouTube channels.
yeah.
Okay,
Mute
all
your
right.
mic. Mute your
Yeah,
mic.
yeah, I see it. Yep.
And then go and visit each one at a time. Click, and it will open up a brand new tab at the top if you go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Yep. YouTube.com/C/GM Interactive.
Yeah, and over on the right-hand side, if you get the chat room,
Right.
go,
Yeah.
you see this moving around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, while you're checking that out,
You just want me to check out 3 of them, right?
yeah, just the 3 just to see if the chat rooms got those. I think all 3 of them are actually in each chat room.
All right, so GM Interactive. Okay, so GM Interactive. I don't. What do you want me to check out on the channels? Just
Here, I can actually, because it's taking longer anyway. Right now, you're doing the feedback.
Oh.
So all I want you to do, look, it's very simple. I'll do it, but watch your feedback. So if I go into Let's Talk About It's page, okay, that should be playing right here live. Right there's live.
Okay, all right.
That should be playing right here live.
Gotcha.
Okay, and here it is right here. Let's Talk About It.
Right.
I actually should be made the comment already.
Gotcha.
So then I'm going to close that down. And then there's one here, Breathe Resort.
Okay, that's
which
a
is
different
this
one.
right here. Yeah. Close that down. And there you go. And then there's one here, Breathe Resort.
Okay, that's a
which is
different
this
one.
one right here. Yeah. And there's
that
Breathe
down.
Resort's
And
comment.
there you go.
And
There.
there's one here, Breathe Resort. And then I'm going to shut
that's
that tab down.
So it's all the same video, but on 3 different
Yeah.
on 3 different accounts.
Yeah. And then this one right here is GM Interactive Resident. And of course, this is should be our live show up here.
Okay.
Well, it's this one right here too.
Oh, all 3 channels are all broadcasting the same live video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I get it.
This one's programmed up a little bit different. I'll have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the ropes. I don't know, everything about your system yet. So
Well, that's why I say here's a live.
I haven't learned all the ropes yet.
And this is the one for today. Live. And there's my chat room here for this is the one for today. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. I'm back here. We'll get back, whatever. Okay. A lot of things that we know that's going to happen, like right there when I doubled up and so forth. And it didn't double as fast as or as bad as I thought it would, because there is about they say from 5 to 10 second delay. So that kind of helps out in the long term. But anyway, folks, that's how it is. And we talked a little bit the other day to Jacob. So if you wanted to learn a little bit more about him, you can do that over there. Or if you have any questions, you can look at the chat room right there in the studio and see their comments. Do you see the comments in there, the 3 comments? Or because of the
yeah, okay, yep. Yeah,
okay, and of course there's StreamYard's sample. I don't want to get rid of any, but that's how that is.
Right,
And
right, right.
therefore,
Yeah.
if anybody commented on any one of those 3 channels at YouTube, it's gonna come right here only once now.
Yeah, and it's
Thi
good that it tells you what channels it's
Yeah,
broadcasting in by with the comments. The comments let you know what channels it's in.
yeah,
So you can just look
alright.
at the comments. If I forget what channels, I could just look at the comments and I say there's a comment for Let's Talk About It. So that's one of the 3 channels. There's a comment for GM Interactive Resident, so that's another channel, and then there's a comment for Breathe With Water, so that's the 3rd
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, ki did oh, so you're
That's a little
s
reminder.
yes. There you go. That's how that works. We can go look at the other ones as far as that goes, but the other ones won't have any, and they all, other than this show now on these 3, and, we're now on the 16th, number 16, 16th show. Today's Monday,
All
and
time or just
just 16th show this season.
okay, this season, okay.
Yeah,
Which season
yeah.
are we in?
We're in this season. I
Oh,
talk
okay,
about the
but I mean,
now.
how
I
many
don't talk
seasons
about
have you done?
yesterday and so forth. Yeah.
No, I mean, how many seasons have you done? Don't know.
I've been doing this for 20 seasons then, if you want to know that. This is 20 years at it.
Okay, so this
I
is like
don't
the
I don't
20th.
have them listed by season. I have them listed by show.
Okay, so this is like the 20th season, basically. Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not worried about it. The challenge is every time you do something like this, you shouldn't have to explain it every time or double explain as I go and explain it all the time. That's what that's all about. And now we get into it. Um, it's just really hard right now because um, you're brand new at it yourself. Look at
Yeah,
go to uh, let's talk about it.
yeah, I'm
And
on there right now. I just went there right before you told me to go there. I went there.
okay, go to let's talk about it and look at the live part. So across the
Yeah,
top.
I was just going to do that.
And if you go back at least those 20 or 16 times, go back to where let's talk about it turns into the old shows. You can see me 8 years ago, it looks like the date, and listen to that show. That's what the show actually should sound like once everybody kind of starts coming in here. I
Yeah,
think they're
I could just
scared of
go into the
avatars.
live tab and I can see I can go back to every single show that you did.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that only shows half of them. So that only shows 400, and then I actually went to Breathe Resort, but then they got rid of that one. I had to start that one over again, and da da da. Da. So I lost half of them in my arranging because they didn't know what was going on, and they like to help and clean up things after you, but
Now, are those
in,
deleted? Are those older videos deleted? The really old ones?
no, all the ones you see are not deleted, but the
But
ones you are missing are actually deleted. Yeah, that I'm talking about here.
okay, so the
They,
really old ones don't exist anymore. They're completely erased, completely
no,
gone.
see, you twist things around so much you don't listen. The ones you see are all there. The
Right.
ones
No,
you
I'm not
don't
talking
see are
about that.
not there.
I'm talking about like the ones before that. Those you said you deleted,
Everything
right?
you see there, you can look at.
Right. So it goes back to 2013.
Okay. I'm not there looking. Okay. All right. All right. Well, anyway, it's kind of hard. It's a simple conversation.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean
my
I
mind
mean
cannot go down that
it's
simple.
not like you'd really want to go back to the really old ones anyway.
Yeah, check it out because it's showing you how it happens out
Right.
here without an avatar and people actually visit.
Yeah, you said half of them are gone though. That's why. But then you said none of them got deleted, so that's why I got confused. What
You're
did you mean
still
by?
confused.
Yeah, I'm confused because you said half of them are gone, and then I asked you
I
if
have
some of them got deleted.
900. In real life, I have 900 of them.
Oh, okay, all right. So you
Let me
still have
slow down. In real life, there's about 900 of them.
Gotcha.
And at one time, they were all on. And what I did was there was too many all on Let's Talk About It. So then I split them to make it easier, and um, uh, I used Breathe Resort, I think it was. And when I did them on Breathe Resort, they said, "Oh, he must have made a mistake," and then they deleted them off of Breathe Resort that I just put there. And since I had them on Breathe Resort, I deleted those ones that I had on Let's Talk About It. And therefore, because I deleted them, they're gone. And they could not get them back because they already deleted the other half on Breathe Resort.
Okay,
So
so
I did,
those ones that got deleted, there's no other copies of them. They're permanent.
no, no, because see, I don't edit, and I just leave them right at YouTube. That's, I guess, a fault of mine.
Okay, so you don't save a local copy for yourself.
No, no, I could. I actually, with this new system, I don't think I will because see, I don't edit, but I can
Right.
actually have every person that comes in the room has a file just on their stream coming in. And therefore, I actually can have, if there's 10 people in here and they switch around during the show and it ends up to be, say, 20 people, I'll have 20 streams that I could actually work with because each person coming in will have a separate, even though you're all in the same conversation, they'll have a separate screen. So a person like me who does edit could actually edit and make the show totally different than, whatever, however they
Yeah,
wanted
but
to edit.
there's no real need to edit because it's a live show. I mean, when you're doing
Yeah,
something live, you don't typically edit when you're doing live.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's just more sophisticated kind of thing. Okay. All righty. Well, I'm kind of in a position here. Anybody can come on in, use gminteractive.com, and underneath that video, you'll see a blue button. That's how Jacob here got in too. Use that blue button and you can come on in. Now we're not.
Firestorm. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Firestorm actually works great on Linux. The only thing is that there's a little workaround that you have to do to get the voice to work because Firestorm runs natively on Linux. It runs directly on Linux, except the voice. That requires Wine because that one little component is Windows only. The voice component is Windows only, and so you have to use Wine to translate from Windows to Linux just for the voice, not for anything else, just for the voice.
Yeah. And in this case, I was talking about when people come in, you're not coming in as an avatar. He's going into the next step to where once you kind of get used to it, you can actually go in and make that happen. The people that do come in, they use that blue button, they're behind stage. I have to actually push a button to bring them on stage. And because we're both avatars, we're sitting like this, but it would go into, let's say, that mode there. And I can get rid of the blue button down here at the bottom. And we can use all the other 8 people along the bottom down here. But they're coming into a video chat. So, they're going to come in with their own video, whatever they have in their video, and so on. We have to be sharing.
Yeah, and of course, if you're using Windows, you don't need the workaround for to get the voice to work because that's automatically works on Windows.
Yeah,
it's only with Linux that you need to do work on. But you don't need to do the workaround unless you want voice functionality.
Well, it's going to be voice. We have a talk show.
No, I'm talking about the Firestorm voice. I'm talking about the Firestorm voice. I'm not talking about StreamYard.
Now voice. In fact, let's bring that up. I do use my Firestorm voice is actually turned on right now because I want my mouth to move. So my mouth is moving in here because I am talking in Firestorm. And this up here is a symbol that my audio is actually moving or out there. And right now, for some reason, we don't have any feedback. So and well, the feedback now will come from, I'm wearing locally, I have earphones on. So I don't have to, the voice in my room from a speaker is not a feedback. And I think you're doing the same thing. You have your earphones on, right?
What I did is, like my voice works, but I have it turned off so I don't have the feedback. My
Right.
voice works in Firestorm, but I have it turned off because I didn't want to get feedback.
Okay. Well, and another thing too, down here, this right here is a speaker, so I could shut that off all the way. See how I turn that red? I could shut that off, and therefore I'm not going to get any sound from Firestorm's, viewer, and therefore I won't get it feedback coming in too. So
Gotcha.
so that's what I do is I can do that if I run into a problem, but I don't.
Yeah, and there's the speaker controls on the well, for me it's on the upper left. There's a little speaker symbol, and I can control all the different sounds within Firestorm, within OpenSim.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you can do that, of course, on your keyboard and within your own computer too, and that's
Like
where
I
we're
just
at.
now, I checked off the voice to turn voice back on, but I clicked on the speaker right next to voice to mute it. So it's on now, but muted.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's happening there. And that way your mouth, when you're talking, your mouth is working now too.
Yep. Now my mouth is working. Yeah.
And of course, if that's not working, you still have another way inside Firestorm where you can stop your mouth from working. Look at your mouth is going all the time right now. You must have
the workaround for Linux is you install. I mean, it's not that difficult, but you have to know how to do it. You just install Wine. You install this program called Wine, and then after you install the program called Wine, you go into your advanced menu. I don't think the advanced menu shows up by default. I think you have to turn that on in preferences, and then you go to debug settings.
You do have feedback in there, so you're hearing yourself.
Do I have feedback? Do you hear feedback?
Yeah, it's bouncing back.
Okay. Well, okay. So
there you go. Now it's on.
So install Wine, go into the advanced menu, which I think you have to enable from preferences. Then it's
well, yeah, you would go to preferences like this, you guys, and then it would go to sound and media, and here's your voice, and this is your enabled voice.
No, I'm talking about the workaround. You have to go into the advanced menu. But I think the advanced menu has to be turned on from preferences.
Well, the advanced menu. Okay. Well, we have.
So you go. You have
This
you go
is an advanced menu here.
Right, but I think okay. So you have to go into preferences, and then you have to turn on the advanced menu from preferences. I don't remember where that is. Where's the advanced menu?
You can do that. You can do it even in World here. Down at the bottom, it has turn on the advanced menu.
Right, and then once you get the advanced menu, you just go advanced menu.
It's advanced up here. So he's talking about that menu.
And then show debug settings, and then what you search for is was it SL voice?
See, well, that's what you call talking to somebody direct and helping them out one at a time, because that's what you'd have to do in real life to help that person out.
Yeah, you only have to do this in Linux. You only have to do this in Linux. And then what you want to do is you're going to go to, you do a search for SL voice, and then you do the FS Linux enable Win32. That it shows up in there, and then you want to set that to true. And what that does is it makes the voice module, which is slvoice.exe, run through the Wine compatibility layer.
Yep.
And
And see, all that is Greek to me because we're on a show that, hey, you have to get to learn your own equipment, and you can learn that by people who do know it, and they take you and they'll get you in a chat room. You can go into a chat room like this without being on the air, and you can talk to them direct all day long, as far as that goes, if you're active on it, and be able to help them out.
But
So
again,
whenever-
you only have to do that. You only have to do that in Linux if you want the voice feature in
Yeah.
Firestorm. Windows, it just automatically works. You don't have to do that. There is another thing that's worth noting, and this is an issue with Windows and Linux. So it affects both platforms, where sometimes you do have to toggle your voice off and on, because that will sometimes glitch in both Windows and Linux. That glitch happens in both operating systems at times.
Yeah. Now you just stood up. That's weird.
Yeah,
So
because
you
I
crashed.
crashed. Yeah, I crashed. I don't know why I keep crashing so much.
It's because you're trying different things or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't
You know,
use
I can actually stay in world for hours and not crash. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
in the
why
past
that's-
I didn't crash like this a lot, but I don't know. Nowadays I crash a lot, and it's the same computers, so I don't know what's changed.
Gotta keep it clean somehow, or update your viewer. You can update the viewer,
Yeah,
make sure
like
the
I said,
viewer is all
I
correct.
just updated it. I just updated it right before the
You turn the right one on. You know, when you up.
you're supposed to uninstall according to the Firestorm instructions. You're supposed to uninstall the old one before installing the new one.
Well, there's
And that's with
Yeah.
Windows and Linux.
Yep.
Both operating systems, probably Mac too. I think they have a Mac.
Yep, they got it all.
Yeah,
They got it
so
all in there.
no matter what operating system you're using, no matter what operating system you're using, they recommend removing the old version of Firestorm before installing the new version. That's the official instructions. That's what they say to do.
Well, they have that in all of them.
Right.
They have a way that
the operating
they let
systems.
the operator of your computer, which is you, in this case, have the choice of doing things. I don't want to call it properly, because sometimes, like, I have not had to do it completely like that. Mine goes over the top, if you will, of it, but I have other versions that I can load up at any time.
So you don't
Because
uninstall the old version.
No,
Okay.
not in Windows. I can, and it shows you, it gives you all this stuff in there. Everything's that's a Firestorm function for their program. So you'll find a lot of that right on Firestorm when you get to.
Like, you don't have to uninstall the old version, but the official instructions from the company say to do it that way.
Well, like I say, no, they have that on the they have that right at Firestorm too. So
Yeah,
they tell you,
their
they show
official
you.
instructions.
Yeah, that is the official instructions at Firestorm itself.
Right. So you're going against, I'm not saying that's wrong, but you're going against their official instructions. You're not doing it the way they tell you to do it.
See what I'm talking about? You always twist it. Everything's negative, and I have to fight you just to
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just that's not the way they say to do it. If you want to do
Well,
it that way, go ahead.
no, it gives you both ways. So that means that the other way still is okay too if it's working for you.
I didn't say your way was not okay. I'm just saying what
Yep.
they say to do.
I'm trying to find it on here. Okay, you guys, if you go like this, here we go. Here's this. On the right-hand side menu, down here on the right-hand side, this goes directly to Firestorm. There's your Firestorm viewing. It had to go and find out what I'm using and so forth. So it
Yeah.
knows I'm on this operating system here, which is in OpenSim. That's the symbol for OpenSim. And it says right here, oh, the first thing that I do, wait a minute, it says right here, for users, if you only use SL, take you through it. I don't need to read it. If you go to my website, which is this back here, you click that button, that's going to take you to Firestorm, tell you all the things you need to know. This right here is the current version. And when that changes, I'll actually change that on the website so you know which way you're going. And once you're there, you're on this one and you're on the right one, but I have, because it's OpenSim, I have it directed directly into OpenSim up here. And therefore, if I choose Windows like this, because I have a Windows machine, it says right here, click here for basic instructions.
Right.
And it tells you that right here's where it's going to separate it for you. Okay. The different downloads and how you want to do it, or if you want to clear it all out, and it's going to show you ABCs and what you want. Clean instructions or not. Right here, click for clean
But
instructions.
all the
what you're
basic
talking about.
instructions also tell you to uninstall the old version too.
It shows you how to, not that you have to. Okay. So anyway,
You don't have to, but they tell you to.
No, they don't tell you that. I just read that to you. I just showed you physically. Go back and look.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Anyway,
And I don't use the second life
trying to
version.
talk to somebody and you're trying to help them out and they don't listen, they're not going to learn.
I'm listening.
Let's
I'm
move
listening.
on.
I'm just
We're
telling
going to
you
move
facts.
on. We're going to
I'm
move
saying
on
facts.
now. And I'm going for a walk. And so we have you in here by voice, but not by avatar. So I'm
Yeah,
not losing
I
you.
keep crashing. I don't know what the heck's going on with these computers.
Anyway, go for a walk. This is how I get out of the house. I go out the back door and come down here, I can actually go down here, walk all the way to Big Blue. Some of these guys have actually listened to the last couple shows and they pretty much know that, hey, that's Big Blue across the street there, across the water. I can go over to the bridge and walk around that area. I could fly to get over there. Or I can actually just sit right here, especially if I'm riding a bike. This would be the shortest way over.
You know, one thing I like to say is I don't use the Second Life version. I only use the OpenSim version. And I actually use the OpenSim version personally. This is the way I do it. I use the OpenSim version for OpenSim and Second Life.
Yeah, and you can do that because of they separated about 3 years ago, and there are things that happen in OpenSim that do not happen in Second Life, and there are things in Second Life that they do not do in OpenSim. That's why they have two different versions, but they kind of both work as long as you're not on those extra versions. Some of the extra versions would be how the screen is shown to you, how involved you want to get into detail work on that swing that's in front of me, for instance. They get into detailed on one or the other. They actually do it differently on OpenSim than they do on Second Life. Or I should say they could do it different depending on your programmer itself.
Well, OpenSim and Second Life are, not exactly the same. They have minor differences.
Exactly. And the thing is, it just cannot happen. You cannot use a Second Life browser and thinking you're going to get into these OpenSim. It won't do it
Now,
because there's a switch in there that opens up an area where you can jump into any of the grids and line yourself up with whatever grid you signed up on, or maybe you're signed up on several grids. And that switch is not available as Second Life.
right,
They have,
that's not on the Second Life viewers.
yeah, it's not on the viewer. So this right here, I'm on the right viewer. Let's see. I can go into Control P. So when I open this up, see this down here, OpenSim? This right here is OpenSim, and I can, all of these are the different
Grids.
sims you can go to. Second Life is actually listed,
No, they're not called
so
sim.
you can make it happen there.
No,
right? So that's
sim is something else. That's the wrong term. A
or
sim is inside a grid. A
grid.
sim
It's
is
a
inside
grid. It's the grid. See where you're correcting me instead of just mentioning it?
I'm sorry.
Do you see that though?
Yeah, okay.
I want you to be able to see that because I want you to learn something about it.
I
I
understand.
want you to understand what we're talking about. And so this button that's actually called OpenSim right there, that button on a on Firestorm now, or Second Life only, that button's not even there. It's not even available to go to another sim. To go
Right.
to see, it's misspoken. To go to another grid. So that button right there is not there, and then whatever. Now I'm using on sign in. You got to do it at sign in. I'm actually in a different mode. I'm in the Firestorm mode at Firestorm. So there's different buttons that you have. It's just the interface that you wanted to use because you got used to it and.
I guess supposedly the Firestorm version, I guess supposedly the Second Life version is supposed to work better with Second Life, but I find the OpenSim version works fine with Second Life. I haven't had a problem using the OpenSim version in Second Life.
There's some media that doesn't play correctly. Depends on what you want to tackle. So that's the deal there. That's why on the front page at Firestorm it says, boy, if you're working SL and you don't go into OpenSim, don't even download it. Because they just, they want you to keep into that mode and not get confused and talk for a half hour on one subject. And so forth. Well, I'm just going for a walk as we go because this right here actually helps me out in my mind because I'm walking right there in that body. That body's representing me in here. So if I wanted to slow down and say, hey, I'm going to sit here for a little bit. I know there's no boat races on it. I know that nobody's in the sim here. I can dream with myself. I can talk to myself and slow things down a little bit and not be in a rat race of trying to explain something over and over and over and over again when it's not needed, especially between two of us right now. We don't need to do that. If someone came in and asked questions about it, that might be a one for the tech show coming up. Once you get a little more out here and finding out what you're going to talk about, you talk about tech, but you got to get to know the people first and their drive in life and where they're really headed, what they like to do, who are they listening to when there's a challenge, you know, where they get the information from, and that type of thing. So it works out really well to listen and to make that happen. Now I'm here, but I have 3 screens, so I'm actually watching closer than I have in the last couple days, and I'm finding out that people just don't understand YouTube even, and that is like almost a shame, when they're trying to use YouTube to make something happen, and they don't know how to get into a chat room, what happens when they get into the chat room, who's all listening at the time, things like that, let alone trying to run the program. In my case, I use StreamYard to collect all of those chat rooms together. Helps me kind of stay on track of what I'm doing out here, walking around. Or I can stop and do my own thing here. I can check it out. Show you what I did at the top for brand new people. That's what you do to get on here. Go to gminteractive.com on your viewer. You can use all the viewers nowadays. I like to use my viewer. And I guess Chrome. I use Chrome because I like Chrome. I have a lot of stuff in Chrome. Chrome has got things going. I don't know if you guys know, there's a button in Chrome that you can actually make different things happen. I can be over here in Chrome, and you can add groups. You can make a group things together. So your menu, you don't have to go around on your menu and change your menu around. You can group websites together, or however you want to do that. And that was weird. Yeah. Okay, well, you're hearing me, but what happened is now I crashed. Yeah, I wonder what's happening now.
Huh?
Yeah, see that? So I
Wow.
wonder. So I
Yeah.
wonder what happened there. There's me signing in. Look at, I'm still in world, but my other side crashed. So I don't know. Are you pushing buttons to clear things up or whatever on your end? Who knows? Or it just crashed, and that's just what happens with database. Look at this, Breathe Resort only 1. So I'm still in world. So I know that when I come in here and I log in, okay, I know that it might not let me in the first time because I'm already in here. Okay, I can turn this off right now, but come on in. And look at how long it takes me, you guys. You guys want to take a survey right there. They finally get my my situation clear over in Germany. It's starting right here. And now it's going this way.
It's like a minute.
Maybe it was on your crash. Maybe it was trying to locate you and working a little harder than normal to get back to the States. Sometimes, it does things like that. Look at my home. So this is a default. So now what crashed maybe was the actual let's see, we'll go back here if I was to walk over this direction. Only because now I know this area. If I walk down here to the corner, this is where my office is. This is an office in that Lone puts together for us, and we all had a chance to locate and get on where we're at. See me up here? let's talk about it. Now I have, and then of course you get to edit your own office. So I have in the window here where if you click it, it lets you come up to the office. And this is my office in downtown Lone Wolf Territories. Okay. It's called Wolf City. And I can look out my windows, and down there is the actual normal area. Let's go down here for a little bit. There is even Jacob's over here. Okay, I have a thing right here, my Wolf City Landing. Okay, now I don't like to scare the people when they show up, so I actually land in the street, but you're going to land down here. I'll show you about where. If you, first time you ever come into Wolf Territories, you're going to land about right in here area. And if no one's around to help you out, you can use Bobby, ask Bobby what's going on. Bobby's the robot right there. Hi, I'm Bobby. Ask me anything. Just every time you talk to Bobby, use the first word in your communication with him. Use the word Bobby so it knows that you're talking to him. Questions or however you want to do it. He'll come jumping out of there and come right up to your face, and he'll talk to you by typing. Another thing that's happening, I got to learn more about this too, is this thing on the top right side of mine right here. That is the language if you speak a different language. So I speak English, so I go in here and I go English. And now up in the chat room, this is our local chat room here. Okay. You were added to the hub for English. So anytime anybody says anything in world to me, if it's English, nothing happens. But if it's another language, it will translate it to English for me, so I don't have to wonder what they just said. Pretty handy, as far as I'm concerned. And here's Jacob. He's following some of the instructions on how to get to this. This is our office. And Jacob, because of hot links are not handy for you right now until you make them. If you go in through here, this pathway, this is kind of where they sit, where people sit if they're just waiting, around. And if you look just to the left between the trees right there, that's our Let's Talk About It, our Breathe Resort. Both those links actually bring you to the office first, like this. If I clicked on it, it will bring us up here to the office. So you'll see the office if you were to click on that with your eyes. And anyway, so that will bring you up here like this. But I have it set up now that once you're up in the office, these windows, this one here, that big one here, and then on the other side of the fireplace, this big one here, these three windows are links to take you right to our resort. And you can get all the major links in here too. You know, the hub that I have on the side right here. That hub is right there. You can get that. So, and there's the translators that I use right now instead of the one that we were just talking about. These are gifts. You can get them free at the Big Blue Bargain Basement. And because they're little dolls here, they actually are, when you get them into your inventory and you put them on, they fit your body that you got going, or it gives you a little body too, but it's not a little body, it's another body, regular size rather than like this. You know, this is the size I am. So that this lady here would be my size. And there, see, and Jacob's in the office here now, and he found himself a chair. Makes it really nice. But on the walls, like this right here, are the stores that I have. Okay, so this is the bargain basement down here. This is actually how they're located on Breathe Resort. So this right, and there's a bus going by, so you can catch a bus, and actually it'll it'd take you around the city down here to show you what the city's about if you wanted to do that. But this right down here is our Big Blue bargain basement. That will take you there. This takes you to Big Blue right upstairs. And then up in the sky right above that is TT Treasures. In TT Treasures, there's a button that actually goes to every layer, and it goes all the way up to 7 floors, top floor being dancing, 6th floor is our bar, and from 5 down is all clothes and hair and shoes, stuff like that, for women and men. And then this top one up here is a store, but this is one that Loan has given to people who have property on our grid. And that one should take me, let's go over to the store. Oh, it gives you a link. Okay, in this case, here, let's do that again. Something's happened different. Except, well, I'll have to check that out. It's not taking me to the store. So I have across the top, this right here. Let me get this card. I got it already. Okay. I have across this up here at the top, I have Breathe Store, right? So if I go to Breathe Store on mine, it's taking me to our store. Okay, and I have me landing at on the 2nd floor, so I'm not bothering anybody that happens to be in the store, and I land out here because I'm the one that put the landmark in. Okay, here I'll go down to the beginning. Double click is working. This is
You
our
have to turn that on if you want to. You got to go the double click to teleport.
Yeah, yeah. Well, mine's always on, but
You want
that's
to
how
show
we
them
do
how
it.
to turn that on?
No, I did it already.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I did it already. I made a video on how to do some of that already on here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
this is how this goes. And I have, you can walk up these stairs, and I actually put the ramp. It's just sometimes people don't want to take the time walking up the stairs. I say it's okay. Go ahead and use
Yeah, so you got
stairs.
a invisible ramp there, so people don't trip on the stairs, right?
Exactly. So I don't have, I took the time in doing that. But at the
Little
same time,
trick
yeah,
for building in Second Life and Open Sim. Put
yeah.
a little invisible ramp on the stairs.
Now this right here is an elevator button. Even though there's not an elevator, I use it for hot links. So right now we're on the 2nd floor. This is telling me where we're at. If I wanted to go back down to the 1st floor again, there's the 1st floor, and I'm facing away from the elevator.
That's smart. That's smart.
So I have that. And then all of these here.
Did you make that
Yes, all of them.
that
Everything.
the
Well,
thing that
the
lets
house
you
was here.
teleport to different spots?
Yep. I did. And this right here is from Cherry Manga. Oliver, she used to do about 4 avatars a year. These are a collection from her that you can give away to people for free. So that's what we do. This is our bottom floor. Remember, I went down to the bottom. And you can put these however you have them. I arranged them like this.
Wait a minute, are you in Breathe Resort?
No, I'm at my store in World here. I'm at my store.
Oh, in Wolf Territories.
Wolf Territories. Now I walked up, but I don't need to walk up. I can actually push the button here. And this is an area, right? If you're looking for AOs, there's your shoes. This is how we help people out. Now, this area that I'm at now, instead of the offices, remember we went to the office first? Instead of the offices, loan has given us an area when we choose, if we choose to come in here, and shows us how. You pick out an empty building and it's yours, and you get it assigned to you, ask the right people. It tells you all that about it. And then you fill it up. This was empty when I did it. Give you an idea. I'm going to go up to 4th floor, which is the roof. I chose a building that has a flat roof, and I put a dance floor up here. And then dance
I
floor.
gotta go there. I gotta go there.
Pretty
I haven't
cool.
been
So
to that.
So, and then that's Breathe Resort. If you want to click that, it will take you back to Breathe Resort. So I have things cross-reference and make it all happen. This little indentation would be an area if I had a band or something to play, even though we can control the sound here on this. And there's your dancing. I don't have the sound turned on because we're on a show. And the question mark means my smile left when I crashed.
Those are nice boats.
Yep, and these boats right there. Anyway,
Yeah,
what I
I
was saying,
haven't been there. I haven't been to that location yet.
now
My
if you look, I'm
my
gonna go up
computer
here.
doesn't want to run the Firestorm
Okay.
right now. It's I
Okay,
don't know
so
why.
this right here is the last building, and if you could see down here where it's changed, I'm actually one building off of the main group of all things, but that's what that is. I was going to handle the Red Barn here for all entertainment, and then everything grew. All of a sudden, Wolf Territories just went crazy, right? Everything's building up and building up. So we split the work, if you will, and because that's not my responsibility anyway. And they'll have something else take place there. Somebody else will handle it instead of myself. But that's why I got it over here. And these are my friends here. This is Luna. Luna's the
Oh
one that,
yeah, Luna. Yeah, I'm friends with her.
yep. She's the one that has my castles and stuff. So what I'll do now, to give you an idea, I'd have to jump down to my building here, or to my street. I know that I'm in the same parcel, if you will. And if I walk across, see how it changes money right here? That's what I use to help me understand that I just crossed the border, even though it's not hard to do. That's it. Now, this whole town, all of these houses are stores that people can put. Yeah, you can put, like we have bargain basement on our own land. Well, you can actually come in here and, well, in this case, it's Luna's store right now. So it's set aside the same way as what we have, so you can control different things.
I love Luna's pyramid.
Yep, yeah, it does. Now, this is Luna's store. So on your stores now, and Luna makes all this stuff.
Oh,
So
she's very talented. She's
yes,
extremely talented.
yeah, and it's really kind of cool to go and listen. One of these times we can do that, and I'll actually get a hold of Luna ahead of time, and we'll
Oh,
plan it out.
she's an amazing builder. So the things she builds are so beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just really cool. Look at she's got a frame around it, making it happen. So, but that's how it is. That's one store, right? It just happens to be my next door neighbor. But all the way down into here, all these are
Look at the fire.
stores.
Look at those
Okay.
blue flames.
Over here. Where at?
Oh wow.
Yeah. See that
Look at the
actually,
reflection. Look at the reflection on the ground.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
is so
those are
cool.
all a trick of the trade. And those are the type of things that are happening in OpenSim that might not happen over in Second Life the same way. It will happen, but they take it a different way. So the programmers got to get used to where you're programming to and what you're going to have happen. Right here, I believe, if you're using the links down at our welcome center that we were just at, our office areas, down there on that little main street, if you use it and you want to go to the store area, I believe it brings us right back to this area. This is a landing.
The
This is
Stargate
a
right
landing.
there. Oh, the
Yeah, I
Stargates
think,
are so cool. They have those in Second Life and OpenSim, the Stargates.
yeah. But ours are tuned to our grid. I mean, that Stargate will not even work on another grid that's out into OpenSim because we do things differently with our servers than they do with the other servers,
So what you're
in
saying
the
is the
grid.
Stargates won't go from one grid to another.
That's right. That's right.
And that
Yeah.
makes sense. That pretty
Yeah.
much does make sense.
Yeah. You kind of,
Can
yeah.
they? Do they have the ability to do that?
Well, they would have to be programmed up for it. And right now, what that does is that promotes the different stores. There's different categories to look in. This button down here, if you click this button, you get a menu. You can go to all the events, education, look at activities. For instance, I know that I'm in here on the activities in many different areas. So there's an activity. That's not mine, right? There are other people. Everybody's can add their self to this. And I'm just going to the next one here. This is not mine. Okay. But I can go there. I can just walk right through that and go there. And yeah, it's set up. And there's mine there. So if people came here and they want to go horseback riding, they can actually walk right through that, and they'll end up at the base of the mountain right there by our Indian Nation.
And I believe you can get those Stargates for free. I think the
ours are handed out in a package to if you buy land. I don't care how big of a package you got. If you buy land, you can have in a package, your package, and it will give you the different Stargates. There's different looks to a Stargate. Look at here's even riding the horses. Look at this.
Yeah, it's from a TV series. They originate from a TV series. Actually, a whole not just one TV series, a whole franchise of TV series.
So all of these are different stores, and the reason I'm walking this way is Wolf himself has this store set up. Him and his team put this all together, coming from whatever he had going and things that you should know about and so forth, not only on our grid, but to help you out to make it happen for you. That's my arrow, right? So
have you ever seen Stargate, the show?
Yeah, all of that. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen the show?
Yes. I had. See, and then he's got this set up that all the men's on the left and the different things that you can do in getting those. This is all for free too, by the way. And then they have this over here on the right for the ladies. They have avatars and everything here. Different things that are happening all the time, right? And they have upstairs or go up one, right? So here I can go up with my eyes, or I can take the stairways. But if I was up here with my eyes, double click. Same thing. I'm going to walk out here. Same thing. You get the ladies on that side. Different clothing, different things. Right?
What is that? You got chimes. You got some wind chimes near you, huh?
There happens to be wind chimes in here somewhere. And you can look for them because they have them there. It's set up really nice. Okay, this is shoes, different pants, shirts. But you're at that. And then right here, remember now, because the guys don't do this as much as the women do, change our clothes. But not all, these I'm getting word tied up today somehow.
And then
But
there's the mesh avatars, and then there's the classic avatars. So
yeah, and
that's
they're all in
two
here
different types
listed.
of avatars,
Mhm.
and they work different.
The different outfits for each one. Pirates, Apollo. He's got that one even test version even.
Oh yeah, that's mesh.
Yeah.
It's the mesh
So you
one.
just make it happen, right? All this. These might be all mesh as far as that goes through here. Different pants. Okay. This is all happening for you too, as far as the ladies go. This is all your different things that you can have. I didn't even take you to our ladies floor, but we have long dresses, evening dresses, and so on. And it's in our case, I knew that this whole city is set up, and we refer people over to look around, make it happen, find it out for yourself. But you're right. I wonder where I find. Let me look.
Yeah, feel free to look
Oh, here.
around. Feel free to explore as much as you want.
Yeah, now I'm looking for that charm. Okay, because it's here somewhere, and it's actually you'll see it. Hmm.
Amazing what people build, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and it's in here and it's not really out. So let's go look. Maybe it's
Look at that stained glass.
yeah.
Wow.
So let's see.
RM.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the
It's probably outside somewhere. It's probably like
I know
right
I
next.
just went out there and it disappeared out there. I don't see in the center here, dude, up above. It's a hanging thing that you normally would have on a tree. Could be right downstairs even too. We'll catch it on the way out. What's this? Oh, that's just a shirt. Let's go down. This goes down, tees and goes. Oh, it's down here too. Ah. Doves. I wonder if it's over here.
You think you'll find it?
Well, I'll find it if it keeps coming on, because I have a way I can run around with my eyes and my ears. My ears would tell me. I don't see it yet, so.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that on that porch somewhere.
Could be. And when you buy something, you just see when it has a dollar sign like that, and you look right here it's for
0.
zero.
Yeah.
It's a love tray right here.
Yeah, they sell it for
Just the way
0.
they represent what they were doing.
Sometimes
So that's how I'm
you have to
doing.
do right click, and I know some things you have to do right click and take copy, but a lot of things
Yeah,
you can buy for 0.
yeah. It depends on who programs it up, what they want. Ooh.
And then sometimes when you get the item, you have to unbox it first. Like you have to
Yeah, like
put it
when
in
you
your house and then unbox it.
like you would for an outfit, for instance. You got maybe a hat and some shoes and so on. So you got several things that don't load all at once. So they're boxed. Yeah. Man, usually I'm pretty good at finding it.
See if it's in the the breezeway out there, the porch.
I did. I walked out there. Well, I'm so used to just going by my eyes. But yeah, I walked out and it did not make a difference. So it's just, I was hearing it from here and it did not make a difference. That was
I'm not seeing
there.
it.
Listen, it's lower. See, it's farther away.
It's just some particles. It's just some particle effect over there.
Over here.
Yeah, so particle effect
What's this?
is beautiful, but ours is. Wait, read that again. Ours is my. What's that? What's the word on the bottom? Favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite. Okay. Every story, every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about there, over there? What about that tree over there? Maybe it's over by the tree. It's not hanging up off the. It's not hanging up off the roof. I mean, off the. No. Yeah, I don't.
In fact, look at maybe that's not his anymore and RM is taking over for it. I don't know who RM is. But that's okay. All of that kind of works. All they're
Why?
still
Whose did it
labeled
used
in
to
front.
be? It used to be Wolf's.
Well, I think it still is. I think it still is. If you look up here, I think it still is, but who knows? You get in here, you're buying it. In other words, you're looking here for the edit. See, it's Lone Wolf, but it could be his helpers can make things happen different than a lot of normal users would. Hey, look at here's these boxes. It's a sweater. Yeah. Anyway, so we even went by our hour time frame. Ooh, there it is. It's in here. There it is, right here. Ha ha.
Oh, you found it? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bathroom. Oh,
So
there
on
it
the
is. Is that where it's? Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, on the first floor. I found it with my sound, but boy, it was wild, didn't it?
Wow, you actually found it. I think that's. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's it.
Yeah. Seeing it's SL, so you left click. This opens up. It's for $0. You can buy it, so you can.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
it's
buy
sold
it
by
just
Lone Wolf.
like
Yeah.
that. And it goes right here. You just bought chimes from Lone Wolf for $0, and I say okay. Understand. Came from Lone Wolf. In fact, right there is where it ended up in my inventory. And it has no transfer. That means that you can't give it to somebody, but what you can do is tell them where it's at so they can come down to the store and get it themselves. Right? Just tell them where it's at. But anyway, where that came is at the bottom. First one after all of these folders in my objects. In this case, it came in and it went right here for me to put away. That's the park bench I was talking about yesterday on my show. I just added the park bench and so forth. That's what these are. And I pulled this, this bench is one color and this bench is another color. This is golden brown and this is a different, maybe gray. In other words, you can control what you have. And in this case, I see right here with my sound, it's right halfway up the stairs, right there on the first floor. Here's the doorway coming in. Pretty cool, huh? And it just adds a little bit to your atmosphere.
Oh, yeah, there's the particle effects there. What are those? Is that
Looks like
is that
umbrellas.
leaves?
Oh,
What are
butterflies.
those green things? What are those green things on the right? Are those butterflies too?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Those. Oh, look
Umbrellas.
at those. Those are cool.
They're like umbrellas.
I think that's a type of bug.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
it's a
is.
leaf bug. I think they're leaf bugs. They
There
look
you
like
go.
leaves, but I think they're a type of bug.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Anyway, so each person's kind of does their own thing. There are some people like right here, that might be in the music industry. So some of these stores can be set up and giving you all kinds of instruments that you can use. That looks more like an artist store. Art, show your art. And it shows you how and all that stuff. See that? This is how you can, from your own kind of area here, our control
Use our
panel and
control
design
panel and destination guide.
destination guide. So that's Wolf helping us out again. There's different things.
That's a
Artists.
picture. I think that's a picture of the Wolf Territories
Yeah.
web page.
Yeah. Some of it is. In fact, sometimes you can't tell if you're on one or the other until you look at the bottom if you can sign in or not. Sign into World, then you're on the starter page. We have a bridge over the different waters there. Look at this, you guys. There you go. If you own land on Wolf, not the Luna that you and I are talking about. There's another Luna that has, let's say, conversation. See if she's on. She's not on right now.
There's 2 Lunas?
There's 3 Lunars that I know of.
Really? I only know
Yeah.
one.
Luna
I know
Lunaria
Luna
is the one that
Lenora.
you
That's
know.
the one I know. Yeah.
And then there's Luna Shadow, but Luna Stormfeather, she's the one that you would get a hold of for the stores out here. I'm standing in front of an empty store and I'm going, ooh, Luna, get a hold of that, right? So look at this. Please insert your shop sign there and. So it's all set up.
So anybody can rent that if they want to.
It's not even renting, it's for free. It's for free if you have land. You got to have your land that this is just to support your land. So you
But
don't
you have
have
to
to
pay
use
for the land, right? You pay for the land.
the land itself. Yeah, the land itself you're paying for us. You gotta keep the system up and going. Make it work for you. Everybody has a little bit different ideas. And rather than arguing with those ideas, what happens is you do your own thing. Look at, there's a wishing well.
Does it
There's a
work?
wishing well. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to have.
Well, it's not
Go ahead,
interactive.
edit. There's not a Wolf Territories Wolf on it. It's for looks right now.
Yeah, so it's not interactive, but it's still nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how that works. Everybody has different things happening. Look at this. Is this where I was? That's another one. No, that's an art. Okay, so that happens to be a doorway. You can go in here and it's to show you, it's almost the same. It looks like maybe even the same building with the double T on the bottom and going up the stairways. But this is set up to show your art. Bean
They already got
bags.
stuff in that. Yeah, they got some stuff in that one.
Uh-huh. You can get the art. I don't know if they're selling it. Let's see, find out. Edit. No, it's to look around. Wolf put it up though. Or maybe it's just that one. Let's look at this one. Yeah, they're not for sale. They're just to look at the different art. So this is more of an observation. Don't come in here, look at that. And then maybe find out who's made that art and then go visit their own location, right? So that's kind of how that works. And yeah, we're going on an hour and a half on this program. There's the same empty house.
Yes.
And this is, hey, this is,
Why are you wet? Why is he
there's another store there.
Mary, why is he soaking wet?
Okay, so here
Yeah, but he's not just wet, he's like so.
there you go. I'll mute him off. Looks like he had to answer the door. So that's how that works, guys. This looks like just a hallway going through to the other side, so you don't have to walk around. All the different stores are doing different things for you. All right. This looks like another Team Wolf place, education, right? Grid showing you about the get land. This is more about the actual grid. It's showing you maybe how it operates with the different receivers and so forth. I'm sure he's got videos in here you can click on if you wanted to explore even further, right? Because that's what that is right there. On my page, on my website, let's see here, how do I do this? Okay, so if I show you my website, here's the website here, here's mine, right? gminteractive.com. And I'm on GM Interactive's page, but they're on here. At the very top of the menu, I have Wolf Territories on my menu itself. And it opens up another tab for you. Looks like I'm the only peacekeeper that's online right now. They're just people that are willing to help out if you have any questions. You could click right there, send me an IM, or anybody that's listed here. Or if nobody's listed here, you can actually click here and learn a little bit about it. Here's some hot links. People that are on their own land now, making things happen and so forth. But that's the website. Wolf's website. Opened up a new tab when that happened, so I can close that tab and be back to normal. Take it off there so you don't have to watch that. All right, that's how you get to it from my page. Everybody's got it. Should have it actually. And not everybody has a website, you know. But if you do have a website and you're part of the system, you probably should have that located for him. Because that's only helping you out. Brand new neighbors coming in. Look at, they're just starting us up too. This is part of Wolf's. This is Wolf's symbol, one of them. Okay, Wolf Territories Grid, wolfgrid.com. Wolf-grid.com. Got to be exact on your videos here. So if you're looking for a place to live, www.wolf-grid.com. That takes you to that website. And you can get it through our website. Back to the boats here, see? And then this is my building down here. There's another building looks just like mine. Let's see, it's over here, I think, somewhere. Tell from the top. This one right here. Let's see if anybody has that one. So this is how I got mine when it was empty. Look at that. Looks just like it. So, and then I put my elevator buttons in here and did my thing, right? First, second, third floor. We have 3 floors. I made a 4th floor because of the top. And this is it right here. There's water all around here. I've actually brought my boat all the way from my land all the way over to here. This is our tide. Or actually, that one's for the wind. What if he's got a tide one around here? Our grid is set up with tides. Here, maybe this is it. Oh, it's a canoe. You can get your canoe and walk around, do whatever you want. So a lot of different things are happening. I clicked back where my avatar is. Different stores. I think we're all landing there by that. I didn't even go down that whole section. That's okay. We're not shopping now. But that's how you do it. It's setting it all up. We even have a graveyard. I don't know if I have mine listed anywhere, but there's a graveyard you can go to. Yeah, I don't think it's handy right off the dock here. I don't know if I can actually go direct. I'll go direct like this. See if my hotlink works. Looks like it did. So what I did is I used mine right here, menu, because I'm on the same grid, right? I went to peer and look at it, still not res yet. There, it's coming in. Remember, we have a bigger grid than normal, right? Black dot meaning we have money involved, even though I don't charge anybody. That is what we use here, assigned anyway, if I had to do something. There's our peer. And I'm just getting here because I know there's a chair over here and I'm gonna sign off. And we will talk to you guys all later, but this is how we do it. Sit down, relax. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, but I have things that my wife wanted me to do, and I see her over there trying to make things happen on her own, and I should be helping her. And we're gonna do that here now. But again, you just get to know what's happening. Yes, we get tangled up sometimes. Yes, it's kind of fun to get untangled. Learn where you're coming from, not to get excited because you got tangled up. Find out what other button might get you to the same location. Yes, we're back on Breathe Resort here now. Everybody has all these same buttons that you see up here, right here, okay? You get to create your own. So those are buttons that I'm interested in. Okay, those are my buttons that I'm interested in. And along with actually opening up my inventory, right? Starting the inventory over and literally go into landmarks. So these are all different landmarks. In fact, these are landmark folders that have special events. So if I open that up, and they're inside here with different people's their own different regions set up. If I have to answer a question on renting, right? There's rent right here. There's dancing somewhere close by on that rent. But nothing from me. Sometimes those rents are free for so long a time, and then they refer you off to possibly get your own land or renting from somebody at a lower rate because you're not doing as much editing, for instance, right? If you were doing a lot of editing on the land, you can pretty much at that point you're into buying land, probably 1/10 the amount you'd have to spend on Second Life. Give you an idea, right? That would cost me 5, 6, $1,000 a month for my land that's here if I was to do it Second Life. It's a lot of money. That's more than I spend on my apartment where we're at now. Anyway, we got all kinds of stuff of information left and right. I do like to talk to people coming in. I'm going to turn off my nearby chat. And I want to wish you well. I'm glad that you came in to kind of look at different things. Today is a little different than other days, making it happen for us. Because I change and jumping around. Let me turn that off. Maybe back on again like this so I can smile. It's just data, right? You're looking for data in here. You can take care of yourself, groom yourself up okay, making it happen. Today we're dressed in blue of all things. And in Seattle area, I woke up this morning, it was 46 degrees. Yesterday I took the air conditioner out of the window thinking, oh, it's going to get colder now. And I wanted to seal the window a little better and so forth. So I did that and woke up this morning, it's 43 degrees. I'm glad I did it yesterday. And I don't know what the high is supposed to be today, probably in the 50s or 60s. It's not very high. So I wore a longer shirt in world here. Kind of represent what I'm going through in real life. But we thank you guys for stopping by. Name here is George Miller. What you've been listening to is Let's Talk About It. Just like our old show. If you're a past person, a while back, we had this show going without my avatar. It was just me in here. And we had people going. I think I had 4 different people that would actually take over for me if I was not here. And they would take over so the show would even continue on. Because that's all we're doing is friends, talking to friends, helping friends out with their life in many different ways. Sometimes just laughing and having fun, making it work for you guys. This GM signing off for now until when? Tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Every day, 7 days a week at 10 a.m. Same channel or wherever you're listening to it right now. Our main is oh yeah, it's okay. Well, I have Jacob just talking on one of the streams here. Cool. Anyway, we'll take and talk to you guys all later. I am going to leave world now, and every day, 10 o'clock. Keep talking about it.